Luxon has sold his soul for a handful of beans, any means to an ends, right? This is what's happened. He is basically, we know this because the Treaty Principles Bill was not a bottom line for David Seymour. He's told us, yet Luxon folded to it because it's like, doesn't matter what you want, we'll give it to you, we'll give it to you. So he's gone down the path of any means to an end. Now, sometimes that means you've got to give away your morals, but there's always also that adage of if we're not on the ninth floor of the beehive, then we can't affect the change. How do you personally decide kind of where you will give a bit to get a bit if it helps you get into government with any of the parties?
You still have to make compromises that are consistent with your values. So you can compromise on how you might give effect to them, the sorts of policies that you may or may not adopt. But I think doing things that are inconsistent with your values or not having any values at all, and it's debatable as to which position Christopher Luxon and his and the National Party currently take, whether it's that they're willing to do things inconsistent with their values or whether they just don't have any. It's clear that they're letting Winston Peters and David Seymour run circles around them. I think we have some well-established principles around the sort of conduct that government ministers should be engaged in and should not be engaged in. You know, government ministers should not be attacking the judiciary. Government ministers should not be interfering in certain processes. And this government don't have any respect for that. And Christopher Luxon just won't do anything about it. So I've been very clear, and I think my own track record in the brief 8 months that I was Prime Minister actually speaks to this. Where ministers don't uphold the standards that are required of ministers, then I will take action on that. And I'll be very clear, I will take action on that regardless of which party those ministers come from. You shouldn't get a free pass for bad behaviour or for doing things that are totally contrary to the ethical principles that ministers should sign up to, simply because you're from a smaller party.